Go. Cheers, Duncan. "55% of a pooled sample of 24,282 people claim to have experienced lucid dreams at least once or more in their lifetime." I'll tell you one dream I had that's really kept me going over the years. And this is a short dream, so it won't get too dull in the description. I dreamed that I was holding a baby. And it was the purest moment probably I've ever experienced, even though it was in a dream. And there was knowledge I had internally in my soul of heart and soul that the baby was me. That I was holding myself as a baby. And it's this strange vision that I don't fully know the meaning of that has gotten me through many a moment. Does it mean I'm a narcissist? No. Does it mean I'm a narc? No. Does it mean I'm afraid of babies? Hell no. It means I love babies. I'm so sick of these racist, fascist people. Doing a total conversational 180 here because I'm trying to jam in some discussion that I feel like I need to. I saw Jordan Peterson, noted Canadian thinker, opportunist, guy who's lost the plot. He had his fan base turn on him the other day. Jordan Peterson tweeted something about how he thinks if Kavanaugh gets in, which he did, to the Supreme Court, Brett Kavanaugh, the judge boy, that the Patrick Bateman of judges, big fan of Huey Lewis and the News, Brett Kavanaugh. Jordan Peterson said that if he does win, he should withdraw because his presence on the Supreme Court would provide ammo for the left. But it didn't matter that he had reasoning behind this. His fan base saw it as a complete betrayal, at least a portion of them. At least a portion of, like, Nazi types that he attracts and super hardline people, which is a complete subsection of people nowadays, or just immovable, stubborn people who believe in ideologies over essentially compromising so we can continue as a society that works. His fan base turned on him. And I think that's so interesting, and it's just... I went on 4chan yesterday. I took a look at what the 4chaners were saying about Jordan Peterson. They hate him. They always hated him. 4chan/poll, which is basically like a version of the Reddit subreddit called The Donald, which these are very young people, most of them, who, because they've been in a computer bubble, can have incredibly hateful views that they just egg on until they're completely beyond far right, probably beyond fascistic. Not very applicable to real life, but these guys don't really live in real life. They live on the internet. These guys posted, like, some picture of Jordan Peterson's daughter. They called her names. They said that he was an agent of Judaism. And he thought that his light Christian anti-quote SJW clap-a-trap was going to turn these people, that he was the guy who was going to take the people who embraced Pepe the Frog and make them believe in something and clean their room. Well, guess what? If you have one opinion out of lockstep with those people, they freak out and lose it. So you can't win them over, JBP. So you're what is known as a useful idiot, and you're almost done serving your purpose to these people. And it's just infuriating for me to see so many people like that in Canada. I talked last week about Jewish people supporting people who are very clearly anti-Semitic. Drives me nuts. For instance, Sue Ann Levy supporting Faith Goldie. I also love Nazi types, anti-Semite types, far-right people. Their favorite thing to do is to like find a sitting politician and without explaining who they are, take a photo with them. And then there's a picture of Rob Ford, the former mayor of Toronto, R.I.P. with this picture. He's with a guy who like basically has like a Hitler mustache and looks like he's wearing a Serbian Guard uniform, which were the fascist Serbians in the Second World War. And he just posed for a picture with this guy. This guy was the singer in a Nazi band called Rahowa, by the way, Racial Holy War. And Rob Ford just took a picture with him. Doug Ford's done the same type of thing. The right thing to do would be to denounce these people as soon as you discover that they don't, that they took a picture with you and are using it to seem legit at all. But not everybody does that. Probably because Trump thinks there's bad people on both sides. 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 My favorite YouTubers are the people who truly debunk the so-called intellectual dark web. And I'm not really talking about the people who are sort of emotion-driven, which I kind of view Chapo Trap House to be so close to comedy that when they make fun of that stuff, it sort of detaches from fact sometimes and goes into like fun hyperbole. Same with even the Majority Report with Sam Cedar, which they really focus on those guys. Their takedowns are often funny, but sometimes a little lacking in point by point picking apart, which I think is the way to truly refute that. And if you want to hear people who really lay a lot of those people, the argument of people like Ben Shapiro or even Dave Rubin to rest, check out the YouTubers, and Jordan Peterson for that matter. Check out ContraPoints. That's the best person to start with. ContraPoints' Natalie Wynn is just awesome. So check out ContraPoints. And I've been watching videos by this German guy named Three Arrows, and those are really good too. And Black Goat 666, which is a local Canadian guy who did a really good takedown of Jordan Peterson. Anyway, I've got to go. That's my concern right now. I know the climate is going to wipe away the culture war, and when we melt, no one's going to care about normies versus alt-right or whatever. But for now, this is my concern. I promise to be funny soon.